Hello, this is Stephanie, and again you have made your way to my channel, Saving with Stephanie J. Well, I thought today that we would make some candied nuts. How many times have you gone to the mall or somewhere and you get that little, bag that's shaped like a triangle and you've got cashews in there and they're like, for just a little thing, not even a pound, maybe like a quarter of a pound, and it's $7 or $8, and you love them because they're nice and got a nice sweet crunchy on the outside, and you taste a little bit of the salt and then the cashew or the pecans or walnuts or whatever nut you got. How would you like to make those nuts, like using like 4 or 5 ingredients at home? And it is so simple. Some of it you could even let your kids do until it comes to getting this hot pan out of the oven. Could be a tradition. And we're coming up on Christmas here in less than a month. And so why don't you do that and let that be one of the things that your guests are munching on while they're getting ready for supper or after they've opened their presents, or just, have a little bowl full of them. A lot cheaper. I'm going to do cashews instead of pecans because I'm not a big pecan person. I'd rather have cashews, and I've gone and got just, the Planters can of whole and roasted, salted cashews. It's really easy. That's all you need. You can get generic. Alrighty? Hang on. Here we go. Alrighty, there's not many things that you're going to need. You're going to turn your oven on to 250. There it is. Tell me it's already at 250. You're going to need an egg white, a tablespoon of water, a pound of nuts of your choice, 1 cup sugar, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and I'm going to make a little change there, and a teaspoon of salt. Okay, so in this little bowl, first off, I'm going to add an egg white. Nice clean hands. Put him out gently. Get all my egg white out. Whoop, almost messed that nut, didn't I? Woohoo! Put him in there. Okay. Ugh. Alrighty, there is my, I got a little shell. There we go. All good, all good. And I'm going to need 1 tablespoon of water. So here's my tablespoon. Here's some water. I think I've got 1 tablespoon in there just perfect. Let's see. Yep. 1 tablespoon of water. Pour that right in there. I'm going to need a pound of nuts, and I have got lightly salted whole cashews from Planters. I thought the whole cashews would be prettier because you don't want too many pieces, and you're just going to pour them into that bowl. Yum. Okay, Miss Stephanie must take a bite. Very good. Alrighty. Now in this, you got 1 egg, 1 tablespoon of water, and I'm going to need a cup of sugar. Looks like it's about time for Miss Stephanie to get more sugar. This is a half a cup, so I've got to use 2. Would y'all tell me when I go to the store to get more sugar? Will y'all do that for me? Somebody's got to. And 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I am going to use this cinnamon right here. It's the Cinnadust seasoning blend. And the reason I'm doing that is I am not a big fan of cinnamon. And this will still give me my cinnamon taste, but not so cinnamony. Okay, and so I need a teaspoon of that. Let's see, that ain't gonna get in there. So let's get a half a teaspoon and do a whole. I'm going to kind of do it rounding up. Because like I said, there's not a lot of cinnamon in there. Put Mr. Lid back on there. And a teaspoon of salt. And I think I have that about right here. Look at that. I'm not a big salty person anyway, so I think that will be just short. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Maybe I might ought to get just a hair bit more. Well, now I can't find my salt. Oh well. Okay, then what you're going to do is you're going to whisk this really good. Really, really good. The recipe says that you need to do your egg whites in water until they're frothy. I don't feel the need that I've made these a long time, and I've never done that. So, to each your own. I'll still put that in the directions. And you can do with it how you want. Get all that good sugar and cinnamon off of there. There we go. A little lick for the cook. Okay, and I'm going to scrape it all off the side so I know I have got everything. And I really think that cinnamon sugar, the cinnadust, tastes much better than like cinnamon. It's got a sweeter, it's got a different taste to me. Okay, take every bit of this and do not leave a drop. And just take your nuts and get them all nice and coated. As far as your egg, the yolk, you can put a lid on that and put it in the refrigerator, and then tomorrow morning when you're making your eggs, you can throw that in there so that way you don't waste, whoops, man down, man down. You don't waste a thing. Now, like I say, you really want every little cashew in there to have a lot of loving. And I'm always, each thing I'm going down to the bottom to make sure I get everything off the bottom and it's on my nuts, and it will look like this. Okay? Then you're going to get a pan. And you're going to want it in a single layer. Let me get a larger pan. Let's get a pan this size so we don't have to worry about it. You're going to take some, we'll grease your pan, or you can put down a parchment paper, whatever you want. I think this gives it a little bit better buttery taste. Now that's my opinion. Okay, and take this, and you're going to want to put it in a single layer. Okay, I'm going to get all of got choked. I'm going to get all of that out there. Spread him out. Single layer. Like I say, I'm going to get all of this out of the bottom because that's some good stuff. Now you're going to put this on for an hour in the 250-degree oven, and every hour you're going to stir it. See how hard I'm working to get that in the one layer? That will make them crunchy. Yum. All right, here we go in the oven. We will set the timer for 20 minutes and I'll come back. All right, it has been 20 minutes. Let's get this bad boy out of here and flip them. The kitchen is starting to smell good. I'll flip it with my redone thing, and you can see that down here at the bottom that things are sticky, kind of melty. So just, you know, just give it one of these. Get everybody flipped over in their little bed. A little stir. Can you see how it's kind of getting sticky? It's exactly what you want. Just, whoop, one come out. Whoop, man overboard. Man overboard. Take your time, get everybody flipped over, and coat it again is really what you're doing. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I'm just scraping everything off the bottom. Line it out again. One single layer, again, very important. You want everybody to get crunchy, crunchy, and sweet and salty. Okay, this was the first flip. Remember I said that you do it for an hour and you flip it every 20 minutes. So we got 2 more to do, or 1 more and then it's done. Here we go. In you go, little boys. Now we'll just set the alarm again for 20 minutes. All right, it has been another 20 minutes, so. Ooh, these are smelling so good. Okay. You can see that the liquid in the bottom is not as liquidy. It's more crunchy, if that would be a good word for it. So again, I'm going to toss these little boogers. The reason that you toss them is like the top of them, the butter and the sugar and everything melts down, and so one side would not have as much as the other side, and you want all the sides to be sweet and crunchy. Have that cinnamon sugar on it. Mmm. Now, if you want to go to somewhere like Michael's or Amazon or somewhere like that and get you some those little cellophane bags, you know, that's triangle shaped that you put nuts in, that would be a good thing to take to your neighbor, to give to your mailman, the lady that does your pretty nails. The UPS driver, maybe he needs a snack if he always is really good about putting your stuff in a dry, clean space and not like pitching it from the center of the yard. We had and I'm sure a lot of places have the same trouble. we had 2 separate incidents of the UPS drivers throwing the stuff they were, whoop, man over. You know, maybe I'll say that for me. I'll put him right there. They decided that they were not going to deliver packages. They were just going to throw them in the woods somewhere. We've had 2 separate incidents of that in the last, say, like 2 weeks. So there you go on that. I'm just taking and getting all that good stuff off, and I'll just take and put it like right in the middle and it will melt down. Right, here we go again, another 20 minutes. All right, it has been another 20 minutes. So let's see how the bad boys are doing. Ooh. La la, I grabbed it with the wrong hand. Now they are at the point of being done. So I just want to do right like that. And you can let them cool and place them in a bag. Or you can even put them in for a few more minutes if you feel they're not dry enough. But we are going to taste one of them. They're not that hot. Okay, now I have to remember that I was giving these to people, not for me. Those are so good. My kitchen smells fabulous. So I'm just going to leave these right here, let them cool, and let the crunchy stuff harden. Let me show it to you. See how it's got the coating on the outside? It is super good, super yummy. Look at that. One more for Stephanie. Turn off my oven, and we're good. I hope you like this. I will have it, I'll link below, and we will talk to you later. Happy cooking.